Mom! Mommy! Mama!
Can I just change my name?
Hey guys, I am having a really great day so far, and actually a really great week, which is amazing. So I want to tell you a little bit of a different story than what I'm usually talking about on my YouTube page or Instagram page in general. But I promise you it is a very good story, and the ending and the importance of what the story means I think is essential for people to hear. So definitely stay tuned for what my moral of the story is. I want to start off by saying you are what story you're telling, and let that sink in for a second. And once I tell you the story and tell you my point of the story, it's going to start sinking in a little bit more, and it's going to start clicking and maybe resonating with you guys, which is what I really want. So on the weekend, I went to see Gabrielle Bernstein, which it was amazing. I cannot tell you, I'm gonna get a little more comfortable. I cannot tell you the high that I had from it, and not like I'm smoking weed kind of high, like a higher vibrating energy, and it feels amazing. Like as I'm saying it, I feel my cheeks like tingling and like my arms getting like goosebumps because it's such a great feeling. So I went to her Super Attractor book launch, which if you guys haven't heard of Gabrielle Bernstein or haven't read any of her books or do read her books, this book, all of her books are game changers. This one is, I have no words for it. The tools that she provides you are so easy to apply in your life and necessary, to be honest with you. So as I am sitting in a coffee shop yesterday before I start my shift at work, I am listening to these two ladies. Actually, I'm reading this book and journaling at the same time because I am trying to reflect on myself so I can grow, and I want to be aligned with love all the time, and that's what this book is all about, is just realigning yourself with love and that higher energy to guide you. So as I'm sitting in the coffee shop reading and journaling, I overhear these two ladies trying to take a picture of themselves. So I offered to take a picture because I know the struggle of two people or several people, and you want to take a picture but there's nobody around to say, hey, can I take your picture? So I wanted to be that person to help them take the picture. So as I'm about to take the picture, one of the ladies says, don't mind my double chin. I don't really say anything because it's silly. So after I finish taking their picture, they go on having their conversation, and I continue hearing her pretty much putting herself down, saying how she's unattractive and how she feels so sorry for her husband. And that started to make me reflect on not only myself, but what she was saying, because it did hurt me a little bit. And I can vouch for negative self-talk. I often was doing negative self-talk towards myself, and very hurtful self-talk, putting myself down, letting myself not feel worthy, and it's a very nasty cycle to get into. She kind of triggered me a little bit, if you want to say. So as I was getting up to go pay my bill, I had to say something to her because it's me and I have to say something. So I told her that, for the record, I did not think she had a double chin, and I told her that I thought she was beautiful and how she is worth more than what she's telling herself. So she looked at me like I had 5 heads, like, who's this crazy girl? But she also thanked me after, and I just wanted her to feel good. I wanted to say something to help her feel good. And the point of my story is you are whatever story you're telling. So if you're telling yourself, I'm weak, I'm unattractive, I'm this, I'm that, that is what you're putting out there, and that is what you're going to be getting back. Your words become your story. Can you imagine saying, I'm not good enough, or I'm a bad mom? And I say, yeah, you are. Yes, you are. And you look at me like, did you really just say that to me? Like, how dare you say that? That's the same thing with the universe. The universe is always saying yes to you. Whether it's, I'm a bad mom, I'm a great cook, whatever your story is, that is what the universe is saying yes to. You are going to be attracting more opportunities, if you want to say, to strengthen that story. So if your story, for an example, is I'm not good enough, the universe is going to say, yes, you're not good enough. You are going to focus on things that you're not good enough, things where you can't get things done properly or you're struggling to do, and you're going to keep focusing on that over and over and over again. And then you're just going to strengthen that cycle. So since the universe is always saying yes, it's our job to start telling the story of the things that we desire, the things that we want to attract in our life, whether it be wealth, whether it be health, whether it be abundance of certain things, whether it be a new home or a new relationship or a child. We need to put that stuff out there so we can attract it instead of attracting shitty, low vibrating things in our life. My story that I am trying to break out of myself, my own cycle, is that I'm broke. I am trying to get out of that cycle, which is why I wanted to become a super attractor. I get into the cycle of I'm broke. I don't have enough money. Can't pay for my bills. I'm struggling. I don't have enough money in my bank account. And every time I put that message and that energy out there, the universe is going to say, yes, you're going to keep focusing on this. And then I keep focusing. And then I keep focusing. And that's where all my attention goes to. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. Let that sink in for a second. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. So if I'm constantly telling myself that I'm broke, the universe is going to say yes. And I'm going to constantly be seeing places in my life where I cannot get out of, where I'm continuously struggling. And when that negative energy, or when that energy in general flows to my thoughts, it's just a cycle that just continues to go. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still trying to break out of that cycle. It's not an easy cycle to break out of, especially if that has been your story for a very long time. So until I decide that I want to break this cycle, it's going to continue and it's going to keep going and it's going to strengthen. But I want to say that I am done with this cycle. I'm done with this story. I am ready to start a new cycle. I am ready to align with love. And this is kind of like my message that I'm putting out there, not only for you guys to hear, but for the universe to hear too, because I'm ready for abundance and feeling aligned. That is what I want. I want to tell you guys to focus on what you have and what you are so grateful for, what you're doing already, what you have in your life, what abundance you have in your life already, and really focus on that, because you are going to bring more of it into your life by focusing on the good in your life. So friends, I want to ask you, what story are you telling? How do you want to change it? Or are you resisting to change your story? And I really want you guys to be super reflective on this. Take these questions. If you have a journal, dude, write in your journal and just let creativity flow through you. Let the energy flow through you, because you are gonna have some really interesting things that come up, especially when you just allow yourself to write and not edit what you're saying. Allow yourself to answer these questions. Call on your higher self, call on God or the universe or whatever word works for you, whatever you believe in, doesn't matter. Allow whatever it is that you believe in to come through you, to allow you to express yourself. Answer these questions and see what comes up. And if there is resistance, that's okay. Acknowledge that resistance. Acknowledge that resistance is there, and just be open to clearing that resistance and clearing that block. The point of my story is, what is the story that you're telling yourself? What is the story that you are putting out into the universe, and what is coming back to you? Because if it's something that you don't want and something that's negative, something that's not making you feel good, I can promise you this is not the story that you want to tell. And start telling the story that you desire, that you want, the things that you want to attract. Start telling it, because I promise you guys that stuff's going to be coming back to you, and it's going to feel so good. Like, you have no idea. Once it starts, thank your higher self or thank whoever for allowing that to flow to you. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, guys. If you really like my video, subscribe down at the bottom. That would be so amazing. And get the Super Attractor book. Friggin' awesome, guys. This is going to change your life. See ya.